Alright, what's up, everybody? So now we're on the interstate heading to work. I actually don't have work today. I just wanted to doing a little experiment, and I needed to do some things up here and near my job, so decided I'm going straight to work, straight from the house, fully charged, to see would I make it to work and back without charging. That's not the big question, but that is a question, because as you'll see in a minute, I have a backup plan. But anyway, I have about a 17, just over 15 mile. It's about 17 miles, 16 miles, something like that. Commute to work. And if you look there, since I left the house 13.5 miles ago, I probably have about 2 miles to the interstate. So what do we have? About 10 to 11 miles of it are on the interstate for my ride. Now I get off, and then now is where the car will shine and pick up some mileage. I'm at 21 miles right now left on the charge. I started with 37. It kind of quickly dropped, so it's probably right around 36. I know that 1 mile is not a big deal, but it is. So, let's see what we get to when we get to the work. Sorry. Alright, so we made it to work with 21 miles left, and I went 18 miles. So, very cool. That's 39 miles. That's very nice if you end up with that number by the time I get home. We're gonna go home in just a second. I'm gonna try one more thing. This is my job. That's my gym there. And what I have here that I was going to try out is a plug. Now we gotta make sure I gotta keep the wasps out of there. Not sure if my plug's going to fit in there like that, but I'm about to find out. Alright, so let's see if the plug actually works on here. And no, it does not. So I'll be having to plug it in from inside my job, which is fine. I got another plug. I just thought this was going to be a lot easier to plug in here, but not going to work out. So we'll have to try a different one. Alrighty. I'll show you that later. One thing I forgot to mention, and I've dropped 1 mile since, but I made it to school with 21 miles. But that's how many miles I had when I got off the interstate. And that was 5 miles. I got off the interstate with 13.5 miles and got to school with 18 miles. So I thought it was less than 18 my drive to work, but it's 18 just about on the dot. So now I'm heading back and just looking to see what the I'm pretty sure I can make it home pretty easily. So pretty cool. I'm very excited about that. If I want to charge at home, or not charge at home, I don't have to. Or charge at work, I don't have to if I don't want to. But pretty cool. Very excited. Alright, just had to add that little tidbit that the interstate kills these electric cars, but it's actually done pretty good. 19 plus 19. Not bad, right? Not bad. Alright, so in a minute. Well, almost true to form. 5 miles down the road and I lost 5 miles. And I'm about to get on the interstate. Now when we came, it was only 13 miles and a half. 13 and a half miles to get to the interstate exit. So in theory, I should be able to get back home without any problems, without any gas. So let's see what happens. So far, 22 miles. I got 16 left on the electricity, and I should have about 13 and a half, 14. We'll say 14 left. So let's see what happens. All right. So getting off the interstate now. Got 3 miles left. And I'm very confident I'll make it home without the gas turning on, because now comes the slow stuff. And I went a little bit quicker coming back. So I kind of had it on cruise control on the way up, in drive, not low, and cruising around 67, 66, 67, 68. I think I had it on 67. And then on the way back, I put it on 70 and came back, and I actually got up to about 76 a couple of times, just because I had to pass some cars and there was some crazy people, and I just got annoyed. You know how that is. But yeah, I'm confident I'll be able to go to work and back with minimal gas. I was even figuring up maybe 0.1 gallons of gas every time I go to work if I don't charge at work. And even just a couple of hours of charging at work will get me home easily. So my thoughts had been to charge at work and not at home. That was the reason I was actually doing this little experiment, because I thought it would be pretty neat to see if I could just charge up at work every day, come home, sleep, whatever, and then the next day go to work and the car is, get to work and then charge again all day long. I'm at work around the 8-ish hours. Usually it's about closer to 8.5 hours. So we're talking about 7 to 3:30 at usually the minimum, around about. But I would usually unplug around 2-ish. So 7 to 2. So yeah, it wouldn't be enough time to fully charge the car. So it might have to be a mix of both, or it's just, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep y'all posted on that. One of the other things I kind of wanted to mention as I'm doing this video, since this video is basically focusing on mileage and going to work and back and optimizing the car, the mileage of the car. I'll do some other little experiments. Sorry, you don't want to stare at the steering wheel, right? I'll do some other experiments in looking at how the temperature is going to affect this as well, because today's a pretty decent day. It's about 50 degrees, but I'm not going to get the same gas range or the electric range when it drops down, obviously. So yeah, I'll do some more experiments on that. I think the bottom line is going to be that I'm going to have to charge at work if I want to be electric the whole time, and that's not a big deal. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly doable. I think on warm days maybe I won't charge, and then obviously on cold days I'll have to, just so I can stay off the electricity, stay off the gas, and just stay on electricity. I do want to show you this lifetime 79 miles per gallon. When I bought the car, I just bought this car. Obviously, if you hadn't seen the video, check out the video of buying the car and a couple things about it and this and that. But I bought it and it has 78.2, I want to say 78.2 miles per gallon lifetime, and it never moved. It would not move. I'm like, come on, man. Of course, and now I got it to 79, and I've only had it, let's see, I've owned the car for 217 miles. And when I bought it, it was not charged. So I had to basically come home on a gallon and 1.4 gallons of gas it took me to get home without an electricity, with only gas. So very excited about the car. Again, check out the video first or go back and check out the video of my buying it and some of the things I talked about there. So, all right, 2 miles left, and I'm about 1.5 miles from home. Can we do it? Let's see. All right, we did it. We made it to work. 36.2 miles from my house to my job, and my job back to my house. Now that is with no other distractions, no pulling into any other store, Nothing at all. Straight to work, straight back. Quickest way possible on the interstate. And that's what we ended up with. 36.2 miles. And I've got 2 left. Woohoo! Today's about 55 degrees, I would say. It's a cloudy day, but it's not that cold here in December today. And so, yeah, I'm sure it's going to kill the range when it gets colder, but that's what we got for now. So, cool. Test number 1, pretty good. Pretty excited about that. Catch you on the next one. V-Man 1313 out.